Hello everyone, Ito here and welcome back to another day of this Minecraft series. And yeah, I'm feeling really healthy today. So yeah, the other day I felt kind of really off and really tired because I was sick. Actually, I got visited by people on the weekend and they were sick, so I called them on the Monday and realized, yep, they are sick, so pretty much they share with me the virus of the flu, so yeah. That's why it's important to keep yourself healthy and be aware of how you are feeling. So there is kind of two main reasons or two main kind of ways to approach that. The first one is kind of the utilitarian one. So you pretty much keep working and deal with it and use your pills and other drugs and you pretty much deal with it until you are kind of good enough to keep going. And that usually took between 2 and 3 days. The other one is kind of my approach, it's a bit more radical. So you do the whole day off, you go into bed, you sweat a lot, you take care of your body, pretty much allow your body to just rest and sweat a lot. So pretty much make the fever deal with that, because that's one of our defense mechanism and it's really good. And if you are kind of in a good enough shape, you are going to be able to sweat a lot that day, and at the other day you are going to be fine. So yesterday to me was kind of still a slow day. I took it with cautious, and today I'm really fine. So yeah, on the last stream we didn't advance too much because I wasn't feeling too good, as I just said already. But on the Tuesday, I kind of pulled myself together and managed to make the brain for the project Sheep Runaway here. So this is kind of the current setup. It's a bit weird, but there are 8 modules on this side and 8 more on this other side, and they are surrounded by glass trapdoors. Pretty much glass, so you can see the chips. That pretty much everything. And then you have different selectors, one for this type of wools and this is for this type of wool. So then I just need to put the chip kind of in the proper cage, and I'm not sure about this, but I'm hoping it's going to work. So the chip can go into the grass and shouldn't be able to move around because there is a slab in front of the grass, and the chips are almost 1 block tall, just a little bit less, so it should be fine when they are in the middle and move there. I'm hoping, I'm still not sure, maybe we need to redesign that and change that for trapdoors or something. But that's kind of the goal, and of course the chip, this is 2 block tall, so they can't jump away. So they are pretty much surrounded by these collision boxes. Oh, never mind, the chips are 1 block and a third, I think, is 1.3 tall, but 0.9 wide. So they should be wide enough to merge here between these gaps, avoiding the trapdoor. We need to test that today, and today is kind of the more risky day because this whole project can be flawed, and we pretty much wasted a lot of hours there. But this system is working, this system is working, and later I'm going to show you how everything here works, because, you know, kind of fans connected, conveyor belts connected, fan. Nothing too fancy, but in reality, it is real fancy. So yeah, I'm really happy for that. It took me a couple of hours of effort into designing, redesigning, trying to fix stuff. Then I started to get this rolling, but realized it wasn't working as I intended, so needed to add kind of more layers. And yeah, overall it's kind of the classic way that you start something really simple as a project, but you keep going into the project and it kept working, but you need more complex layer for different subtle stuff that you need to make, and then kind of the whole project gets really complicated. But since you are going one step at a time, at the end you can make something like this. This is our chip brain, guys. How crazy does this look? I mean, it's awesome. It's really awesome. But yeah, this craziness is not that complicated actually. It looks really fancy because it is really fancy. It's insanely expensive, by the way. Even in create mode, it's insanely expensive. And you can make maybe something like this on vanilla, but then you need to rewire everything, and that's kind of the most painful part. You need to manage to find different spaces between the different modules to try to connect everything. So what I did here, and I'm going to review this because I really love this, is you are taking the signal from one of the buttons, kind of that ones, and the signal is going to make into this whole contraption. And I'm just going to talk about that. I'm not going to show you because it's kind of weird, but this contraption can count the signal from the item frame from 1 to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, they are 8 torches. So depending on which place of the sign it's marking, you are going to get that specific signal. And then we created that small kind of an addition with the other comparator, just for making with this one. Just for making sure that this always going to mark only one torch, and this is kind of the spam protection mechanism in a way. So that comparator with this block, now this is powering everything, and as you can see, they are all the torches off. It doesn't matter if I'm selecting one or not, but when I'm selecting one, I'm going to power this piston off, so the system is going to send one only signal here or there, depending on which button I press, and then everything is going to be configured. So it looks really fancy. It is kind of fancy, but it's not that complicated. It's just one simple mechanism counting torches between the item frame, and then kind of a safety mechanism here, which makes everything a bit more complicated, to be honest, but I managed to pull it out, and it's really compacted and it's awesome. And I just realized these are good for nothing, so I need to remove them. Yeah, as you can see, that was another thing that I was trying there, but wasn't needed. So that's kind of the first part. We are recognizing the buttons, and then we are making two different stuff. The first one is converting, I'm marking this button as black and white because this is darker color palette. Remember, there are 16 color of chips. You can see on wolf here. There are 16 of these, and we only have 8 for item frame. So I put a kind of a bright color palette and a dark color palette. So the white wool is the white, the brighter color palette, and the black is the darker one. So these two are activating immediately the fans, and as you can see, it's button fan. It's really easy to understand. That's the same with this. This is a delayer for the redstone fan, and the redstone fan are these ones because here I'm just using a delay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to activate the button. Immediately I'm going to activate the fans, so that means the chip is going to return to their place, and then I'm going to activate the selectors for the new place so we can release a new chip. So that way I'm always going to be sure that the chip returns to their proper place, unless she gets stuck by the trapdoors or something like that, but she should be staying on their block, their kind of a color designed one, and then the new one, the one that we selected properly, is going to be placed on the cheering part. So pretty much all of this is just that, and this is the things that is going to allow us to revert the signal from the fans and then put it back again. It's really simple. You press the button, regardless of which button we press. These two now are together on this signal. So you press a button, the fans are going to go on the reverse direction, and 5 seconds later the fans are going to receive another pulse and are going to go back into pushing mode. And then here we had kind of the insane machine, which is just a decoder, and this is pretty much selecting, I'm going to show you with this. It's selecting the signal from the bright side, and this is from the dark side. So I had a route of 8 here and 8 here. It's going to flick this lever, and then it's going to reset when we push the button. So that means this is only going to work when one of these ones is pretty much selected. And since we can only kind of mark one for a small time, we are going to make this is called a tip flip-flop. It's pretty much, this is working this whole system like a button. It's going to pop, and then go off. Actually, I can show you if I place the button. Where is the button? Where is my button? Here. If I press this button, you are going to see that I think it's the first one, which is the currently selected, is going to light up. I mean, this is the delayer. 4 seconds later, which is now, is that one. Never mind. So this one is the one that is got selected. But as you can see, it's just kind of a button. Press on, and now it's off. So we need to convert that button signal into a lever. And we are making that here. As you can see, this one is the one that is currently on. And it's the only one on the whole system, because it's the only one that got the signal. And then everything is going to be resetted by this signal, which is redstone button, and everything is resetted. So pretty much this is going to activate once and going to reset everything else. That's going to mean that we are always only going to have one, which is that one, that is the power. So all the pistons are going to go up, and only the one that we want is going to go down. And that's kind of the compact design that I got. And it was really cool how I get to that, because on the Monday I tried to think about something like this. So now this is the only one that is retracted, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I go up and then pull the chip down, and then the fans are going to connect. And I went asleep. I slept pretty much the whole Monday, and then kind of in the middle of the night I woke up because I was sleeping pretty much the whole day, so I wasn't tired anymore, and I was recovering and everything, so I was feeling really better. Then kind of struck me, what if instead of going the order around this, so pulling the chip down, I just block all the fans with the grass, so I just only have one working. And as you can see, this works pretty much flawlessly, or it should work at least. So if I simulate that a chip is going to be a block of dirt, I'm going to release the chip, and it's going to get pushed into this position because all the fans are pretty much pushing off, and the same with that one. So he's pushing off the block of dirt here, so the chip should land here. And if we press the button, yeah, let me do that with the... Let's throw this mangrove slab, and you are going to see that. So simulate that mangrove slab is the chip, and let's say we are going to send the chip, we are going to want another chip from this other side. So we select that, I don't know which one is selected, doesn't matter, we press the button. So the chip is going back into their slot, and 5 seconds later, that's going to be blocked, and now we are going to release a new chip. And now the chip, as you can see now, is going to be delivered. So we are only going to be cheering only one chip at a time. That's kind of the whole concept here. So, okay, let me put that back. Oh, they are not down. Well, I can recover that items, but it's going to be a pain going in and out. So yeah, the cool part of this is I can spam this, and nothing is going to happen, so the system is never going to break. Because one of the problems of these item frame selectors is that you need to go like this, because if you spam them, you are going to break it. And I was testing this, and it broke everything. Sometimes one piston goes up, sometimes the piston went down, but the block kept going up, so it was really janky. But in the end, everything is working here, and this system is really compact. I'm powering from below the deployer, and then I'm supplying that with flint shears, and below here I got that dropper pointing into the deployer, so as you can see, it's pretty much full. So this should be cheering the chips 24/7. The only thing that we need to add now is a collection system for this, and I'm thinking here we should be able to put there a minecart or something that sucks the items out from this grass block. So this is kind of our last part, and then we can pull out the chips. So what I want to do here, which I think we can manage to pull this out somehow. I'm going to break that. Oh, that's a bad idea. Yeah, we need to keep that. I mean, well, maybe we can just keep the block there. So what we need to pull this here. Okay, this is annoying. We need to have here the grass block, but at the same time we need to have here the minecart. So that means we need to place the minecart here, and for that we need to place a hopper or something that is going to pull the items out. I think I can manage to make my way out here and then go up and sleep and everything. So yeah, maybe there's a better way to suck items through kind of a block, but I think the minecart is the best one. And then I'm thinking into... I have different ways to do this. I just need to think where's our output. Because in a way I think it's going to be really cool having kind of only one output, so maybe you can put the output here. So instead of having these stairs and everything, we are going to have... Again, I haven't designed anything of this, so you need to bear with me. We're going to have a spruce chest. So this chest is going to be the output for the farm. So it should go like this, and then we need to manage to put the items through there, down. And that should work. So if we go like this, then we can work here, and we should be able to have the block here of the grass and the minecart, put a hopper pointing here, and then here having something that can... I'm just thinking if I have a way to powering that with a mechanical arm. I think I can. Okay. This is the annoying part. I need to go back down again. Okay, I think we can manage to make this with a hopper. Mechanical arm, and maybe I mean, what? Yeah, we need the hopper because we need to kind of move the items on the side, and the hopper is better for that. The chute is really good for moving the items down. The brass funnel needs to be attached on the side, or if not, it's just going to point down. So the hopper is our best choice here. Then we need probably a depot. Not sure if I can manage to put a brass funnel there. No, I don't think so. But let me try. If not... Oh, I don't have a mechanical arm. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, no, wait. It's here. Yeah. So then we need chaps, and gearboxes, and maybe cogwheels. So let's see. The idea is having the minecart on top of this hopper. So this hopper is going to point there, right? Then this hopper is going to point the items into this depot. And I'm wondering, can I make something like this? I'm moving the items in. If I do this, are the items going to get sucked in? No. So this doesn't work like that. It's not like it's kind of an item elevator or something like that. So yeah, this doesn't work. And that means it's going to be really kind of weird if you try to make something different. So what we need to make here is have a way to pull the items upwards, but without using redstone, because we are going to get a pulse there, and then everything here is going to be weird. But maybe we can break that block too. I think we can. Okay, let me try to break that. Oops, from below. Because here I need to be really careful into not breaking anything else. Yeah, I think I can break that and that, and we should be fine. We are still below the chest there. So I'm just thinking now, if I want to put the output items here, which I think it's kind of fine, maybe we can go one more up, have something to hide here. If I go one up, the only thing that is going to be different is going to be symmetrical to that, but then we need to kind of hide something here. Okay, let's try with this one now. So we need to break that. And we need to place a chest there so we can see better where we are. And I'm just going to cover that like so. Okay, so yeah, maybe we can go. I mean, the thing is, I need more chests. I need to try with that double chest. If not, I'm never kind of going to get what I want, and of course that doesn't work. So let's go like this, because 100% I need a brass funnel. If I'm going to use a mechanical arm, I need to configure this in a way that the system is going to be able to read that. Okay. So here now, okay, we need to go down. This is my way down. I need to be able to attach this brass funnel there. And now my mechanical arms need to go between this teapot and the brass funnel. And that just should be fine. Only if I'm able to power this, because I'm kinda cramped in the space, so not so sure I can manage to pull this out here. I mean, I can put the mechanical arm there, but the problem is how I'm going to power that, because you need to picture that here is going to be the... yeah, right here is the minecart with the block of dirt. They need to be here so the chip can regrow that. So the problem, if I make that, then we are not going to be able to power this guy. Okay, that's a kind of an issue. Unless I power him from the other side. So what can I make here? Something like this. This is pointing up, so it's fine. We kind of sit the mechanical arm there. Okay, so I need to access to the mechanical arm there, and then I just need to power the mechanical arm from... oh, maybe we need the mechanical arm one down, so I can power it from here. Okay. I kind of want to have the mechanical arm here. So let me grab the funnel, break this, break that. I don't know where they went. Are these two here? No, it's only one, the other one fell down. So what can I do here now is put the brass funnel there. That means the brass funnel goes there, so you are not going to be able to see it. I kind of want to hide this part, just because it's going to be easier to look at. And then I can... okay, if I put the mechanical arm here, I still kind of got the same issue, or how to power it, right? Because if not... I can place the mechanical arm here on top of this one. So this is my input, that's my output. I need to manage to put it... that's kind of a hard... there. Perfect. So now it's configured, and now what can I make is power that. I mean, I need to place that against the mechanical arm there. Perfect. I can put the power down here, and I think I can connect it there. So now, like this, we are powering the mechanical arm. So that's going to mean that everything that goes into the depot there is going to be put on the chest, because the chest doesn't have filter or anything. So let me try that. Okay, this seems to be working. It seems that we are into something. So let me see now. If we look at this chest, we are going to have the 4 chests here. Perfect, that works. Okay. So now what I need to do is just kind of the simplest part. Not really. I just need to place a minecart there. A hopper minecart, not any minecart. It needs to be a hopper minecart. So we need one rail, we need one minecart, we need one hopper. Make this a hopper minecart. We are going to need a piston. I can deal with the sticky one. We are going to need the lever. And I think that's it. So what we're going to make here is a grass block that is going to be able to suck items into this hopper. So we do this. And now we just need to put this grass block. No, first we need to break this. Right, perfect. Did the rail flew up? No, it got grabbed by the mechanical arm. And then from the top here, can I put the grass block on top of the minecart? No. How I'm going to be able to put this against that? Perfect. Now we need to push down this grass block. And it's not going to choke with the minecart, which is really good. So now we go like this, do that, and just need to power that. So for this we use this lever. Perfect. And as you can see, now we got a grass block which is going to be able to suck items like so. So if I throw the lever there, it's going to see the same. There. Okay, maybe we need to throw faster, like so, and everything is going to end up here. It's a bit slower, but it's fine. So it's not that we need a speed, because this is going to cheer chips kind of a one at a time, so it's never going to be kind of overflown on an insane amount of wool. This is going to be a slow producing farm, but it should look cool, which is kind of what I want. I don't want an insane amount of wool producing stuff. I just want this to look cool. So we go there and there. And now we just need to block this again. And for that, what I did before is place a block there. Put this, make this with the texture of a vine trapdoor, which I think it looks decent. But maybe we can change that. Yeah, maybe we can change the texture for an casing. I think this is going to look better there. And on the side casing, maybe we need 2 of them. And maybe we need here another block or something, like a full block, I think, because we are not going to be able to trick that with the stairs. Yeah. Am I missing something? The hammer for changing the texture. So what we're going to do here now is changing this texture, so pop out, like so. Place this and anti-side casing, and I think that looks cool already. And here I want to hide that kind of everything there, so a stair there is going to choke with the arm, so I don't think it's going to look too good. So maybe we don't go with that. Maybe with a full block, like that. So now we can hide that. And now you are not seeing pretty much anything else. Of course you are seeing this small part, but it's fine, I can live with that. So now we need to make the trapdoor that goes here, and this one is with glass, so you have kind of a small see-through window for the chips. And recover that. So this should be kind of our cheering spot. So the chip is going to sit here. Yeah, maybe we can add kind of a small lining like that. It's going to be fine. It's not really needed, but it's going to help. And the grass is going to grow pretty much from that block and that block, so it's going to be slow. We can speed that up if we place if we change these blocks with grass. But the problem is I don't like this grass texture. It's really ugly on the Badlands. On the Mesa Plateau, which is the biome that we are now. The Badlands Plateau. So Yeah, it's really ugly, sadly. I went down kind of 1,000 blocks thinking that maybe this type of grass, the middle grass block, is going to look better, but in reality it looks worse. So yeah, I kind of like this green, but I don't like that this is going to be always ugly, but nothing to do there, so we need to deal with that. If the chips would be able to grow their wool from podzol, I would use podzol and that would look way better. That's why I don't want to use grass blocks here or here. So this grass generation is going to be slower, but maybe we can change that kind of a hallway for grass blocks if we need more. So this is going to be kind of even slower than a normal kind of a vanilla chip farm, but I'm fine with that. Again, this is not about mass producing, it's pretty much about the challenge and making this work. So what can go wrong here now? That the chip got stuck on the trapdoor and never go into their proper position. That's one issue. And if that happens, maybe we need to just remove this bottom side trapdoor and we should be fine. The other one is that we don't have the timings properly set up. So the fans go pretty much 4 seconds on the opposite direction and should have enough time to pull the entities out. Yeah, for you. And maybe we need to extend that, and then the piston 5 seconds later, kind of a 1 second after the fans reset, they are going to start pushing the new chip in. So that should be safe, but maybe we need to give it more time. And the third problem that we can encounter, I just remember that now, is we change the chip from this slot into that slot, maybe that middle fan is going to pull too much faster than what the side fan is going to pull. So maybe that's an issue that we are kind of always going to miss the first slot, and if that happens we just need to tweak with the speeds of the different fans. And that's why here it's kind of a way more annoying or cumbersome because, excuse me, I had two different speed controllers. One of the speed controllers is for the side, which is the max velocity, which is this one, but the other one, this in the middle, as you can see, it's just running at to 128. You can barely see 128 there. So this middle one is running kind of at half a speed that the one on the sides, so that means the priority for the mob is going to be pulled into the proper place if they can, instead of going into the whole corridor. But if not, we can make this middle one slower still. We can go, I think, up to 48 or 64, and it's still going to be fine because it's going to pull kind of on this whole layer. But that's it. So I think I like this better because now we are even hiding these more of the sides, so it's fine. And this is our cheer one, and this is our wool. Actually, I'm going to rename this. It's really cool having pretty much, this is wool, having anvils all around the base. So, there. So yeah, now we got our wool chest, and you are barely able to see that is there. And since you can only are able to get the wool from this, I'm fine with not filtering everything here. I mean, even if you throw an item by mistake or something, let's say, oh, I throw my wrench, but I'm not going to lose them. I'm just going to take it here and it's going to be fine. So I think having that without a filter is still better, you know? Because if not, I need to go down, trying to manage to reach that depot, and trying to kind of save my item from there, which is kind of way more annoying on the whole process. So yeah, let me put all of the stuff here out, and then this back here and there. This is a new grass block that we don't have before, which is nice. The pine trapdoor goes there, and I'm trying to keep all of my system here sorted. Whew, that was a lot. But yeah, this in theory works perfectly. Now the scary part, we need to place the chips in their proper sorter and dye them. So yeah, for that we need lead, which are here, courtesy of the Wandering Trader. And we need dice. But the first one is the white chip, so we can try with that. The white chip should be the easiest one. And I'm pretty sure it had a door around here. I think it's there. The most useless door right now. Okay.